What's up, boys? How is the sound? I have to wait a second till someone actually comes in here, but let me know how the sound is. I'm broadcasting from a remote location. Well, it's not really remote, but it is not my home base. So with a new environment, with new acoustics and whatever else the fuck the F goes into sound. Sorry, I'm trying not to curse too much before. What was it, like 7 minutes in or something? Anyways, just let me know how the sound is. Anybody that comes in here. What's up though? What's going on? You're listening to Just My 2 Cents. It is Monday, which means it's time for another recap / preview. I'm going to be recapping UFC Vegas 76, and then I'm going to be previewing UFC 290, which takes place this weekend in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Center, I believe. So I'm excited about that. Excited to talk about what happened this past weekend. It was a pretty good weekend for your old bud. I hope y'all had a good weekend as well. But I'm just getting warmed up here, boys. Getting settled in. Getting used to the temporary broadcasting spot. It's not bad. Definitely got a better chair than I normally have. Well, I don't know if that's true. It's probably better for my chair. I'd say the recliner is more comfortable, but this chair is probably a little bit better for actual streaming. I'm in a computer room, sitting at a computer desk with a nice office chair. So that's nice. But when I toke, I got to blow it out the window. So I got to kind of turn. So that's going to be a little bit of an adjustment, but so far so good. I've streamed from here before, but yeah, man, let me know if the sound is okay. If I sound too loud, if I can't hear shit. God, man, I'm bad at cursing. Yes, you are. What's up, Zach? How was your weekend? Yeah, man. Those fights were pretty crazy, dude. UFC Vegas 76 was pretty wild. There was definitely some unexpected turns of events and a couple fights that went exactly how I thought they were going to go. I definitely had some reads that were off. I definitely have to eat some crow. But the bets went well. The picks were okay. Considering some of the weeks I've been having as far as predictions, I will take this week. I did something stupid again on Tapology. I forgot to change a pick that I made earlier in the week. I made that fucking mistake. Effing mistake. Golly, man. I've been told by a couple people that if like you don't curse in the first few minutes or what I was like 7 minutes or something, it's better for the algorithm and then something else. that you're not supposed to do. I can't remember, man. I'm trying to do little things to like help the visibility of the channel a little bit. I mostly count on like word of mouth. So I appreciate anyone that comes through, smashing the like button. If you like what you hear, tell everyone you know about it. Leave a comment if you feel like it. But yeah, man, I appreciate the support I've been getting lately. The subs have been going slowly up and up. Creeping up on 250, boys. If I can hit 250, that'll be sick. I'm not trying to get it all in one swing. As long as I can keep the sub count building ever so slightly, keep the visibility going up, couple more live viewers here and there. Just looking for slow progress. Just progress, period, man. Slow motion is better than no motion. So what's up, boys? How are y'all doing? Like I said, I can toad, but I just got to kind of turn a little bit. So, and I got to open the window. But yeah, man, I'm house/cat sitting. Just kind of bouging it up in a townhouse in Germantown for the next couple weeks. But I will be streaming, so I know just countless hordes of people were waiting with bated breath to hear that, the status of this channel. But yeah, should be good to go. So cheers, boys. It's Monday. Got another recap/preview coming up. And feeling pretty good. Man, big shout out and salute to my dude, the General Alex Ramirez. Shout out to the homie, man. Going through some shit right now. Definitely, I'm not the most religious man, but definitely, if you're a praying man, definitely thoughts and prayers. And shout out to him for being here, man. Hope you're doing good as you can be. I definitely appreciate you chilling in the chat. These fights were, a couple of these fights were wild, dude. There were some good fights. I didn't get to watch all of them live. We went to the Orioles game on Saturday. O's ended up losing, but we did have a good time. But I missed the only fight that I really saw live on the prelims was Carolina. My wife was pissed at me, dude. She's like, you said you were gonna get on our phone. You said you were gonna watch the game. I was like, I am, but I was gonna see this fight. But yeah, so that's the only one I watched live. And then when we got home, I watched the rest of them. So I got to see most of the main card live. But dude, there were some wild ones. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna go through them fight by fight. I'm gonna tell you how to do with my picks and my bets. And nah, man, thank you, dude. Thanks for always supporting and just being a good friend in general. Yeah, man. Shout out to the General, dude. So, yeah, man. I need to get that down. Now, let's get into this recap, man. Got a couple of the bros in the building. That's enough for me. So, yeah, UFC Vegas 76. Went down this past weekend. There were some wild fights. Wild fights. A couple, like I said, win as predicted, and a couple were just like, holy smokes, dude. Let's go through them, though. I'm going to try and keep the recap to like an hour. take a short break, about an hour in. Then we'll come back and do the preview. So without further ado, man, this is the UFC Vegas 76 recap according to yours truly. Smash the like button. Tell everyone you know. Now let's fucking go. Let's F word and go. Well, we're 10 minutes in. Fuck it, let's fucking go. Woo. Now, Vegas 76 went down in the Apex, headlined by Strickland and Abus Magomedov. It was a very shitty card on paper. Couple stinker fights, but there were a couple very eye-opening performances and definitely some missed spots, but I nailed a couple of them, and I know y'all did too, so feel free when we get to these fights. Brag as much as you want. Let everyone know that you fucking told them so. You can let me know that you told me so on a couple of these spots, because some of y'all definitely try to tell me, and I won't listen. And I tried to tell myself on a couple of these and just didn't fucking listen. But yeah, man, let's go through them. UFC Vegas 76. This one, I had the read on. I was too pussy to bet it, but I probably should have because the line was pretty good in hindsight. Of course, in hindsight, all things are 2020, but yeah. Now, I must say this before we get to the any betting talk, that if you're new to this channel, this is just for entertainment purposes. And yeah, I bet for fun and for clout, not for money necessarily, which I know sounds crazy and stupid, but I mean, I'm trying to make money. I'm not like, oh, I don't give a fuck, but I bet for fun and for clout, like I said. Y'all are the pros. I can point you in 10 different directions of better cappers, and like there's better cappers in the chat right now, but anyone that's been around this channel knows what the deal is, but that's just for new people. And there's been a couple new people come through recently, so that message is for them. But yeah, you see what's going on down at the bottom. Bet responsibly and call that number if you can't. Now, back to the recap. This first fight, I had the right read. Shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog MMA. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Check out all his streams. You can catch me on there on Wednesday. Aaron has been gracious enough to have me as a recurring guest panelist, so I appreciate that. And yeah, talked about this past Wednesday, and I had pretty much the right read, but I just didn't have the nutsack to bet it. But Alexander Romanov, to me, he kind of leveled up here. I know some people, the take on this is, oh, Blagoy's washed and he's done. And some people have just never been high on Blagoy in general. I've probably been a little bit too high on Blagoy at times. I don't give a shit. I still, to this day, submit that he beat Augusto Sakai. But I digress. I think this is more Romanov just pacing himself better, getting a little bit better as a fighter. Like, I know he's not that young, but I think he is ever so slightly kind of gradually improving as a fighter. And I thought it was a good performance, man. I guess a couple things, like I was slightly wrong in that Blagoy always has a good second round. Romanov had a dominant second round. And towards the end of it, he's smishing Blagoy, brother. And he did more of it in the third, too. I mean, Romanov is someone that for the last few fights, I'm like, oh, this dude's a fucking fraud. And that's kind of a recurring theme on this fight of like, you're going to hear me say this a lot coming up here, but It's not that these guys are bad fighters. I'm just talking about them when I'm going to say the word fraud a lot in this stream. And it's not that like fraud doesn't equal you are shit. So don't fucking straw man me with that. I'm not saying these guys are shit fighters. I'm saying some of these dudes are frauds and some of them are being overhyped relative to like what I'm seeing, in my opinion. And this is all my opinion. It's my 2 cents on it. So yeah, Romanov, I had the opinion of Romanov, like, okay, maybe this dude is a little overhyped. But no, I just think he's pretty good. Like, I think Blagoy's pretty good. I think Romanov is kind of leveled up here. I'm not going to overcorrect either, though. Like, Blagoy getting up there a little bit. But to me, this is a little bit more just Romanov, just, okay, like maybe this dude is a little bit closer to some of the expectations. I'm not saying he's going to be champion or anything, but it's like, okay, maybe this dude is not quite the hype job that I thought he was. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, should have bet that one. Because looking back on it, man, you got Romanov at like, well under minus 200. Definitely was a solid parlay piece in hindsight. Because I mean, towards the end of it, he was just kind of fucking dominating. Yeah, the homie's dapping up. Good to see y'all, man. Dude, let's motherfucking go. Let's go, man. This one, I'm just so very pleased with Luana Carolina. I am just relieved, man, because I've been trying to swear off betting WMMA. Sorry, the signal went out for a second. Apologies. I've been trying to swear off betting WMMA. I had some success with it last year, and I've just gotten burned with it a lot recently. But the other thing I've been doing recently, done for the past 2 weeks now, and both weeks I've had success with it, is, and I did it again this week, is making my own lines. I don't really know what I'm doing, except I'm just acting like, okay, you're a bookie. What would you set this line at based on what you know about these fighters? Not what I think it should be, but like, what would you set it at? Say you just started say you started a sports betting company or whatever, or opened up a sports book. What would I set these lines at? So that's what I did here. And this was just so fucking off, dude. God damn it. This fucking sound, man. Apologies about the audio issues. I am in a remote location. Boys, hold on. Give me 1 second here. I'm having some the Wi-Fi keeps like getting wonky on me. I'm gonna try something real quick. I'll be right back. Hold on. Human Brown out here is a walking calamity. All right, let's see if that fixes it, man. I hope that helped a little bit. I'm having some audio issues. I'm at I'm house sitting / cast sitting. So if it continues, I apologize. But we'll see what's up. What's up, TNT? How are you, dude? Happy International Fight Week to you. I'm glad that you brought that up because we're just in a different time now, boys. 10, 15 years ago, you would have just been chomping at the bit for a UFC fight by now. And International Fight Week was like the thing that like satiated that thirst or whatever. But now, got a fight card every single fucking week. So, yeah. It's like, oh, this is International Fight Week. I almost forgot. That's just funny, man. So I'm glad you brought that up. But yeah, happy International Fight Week to you. Hope you had a good weekend. What's up, homie Noah? Shout out to the whole Texas. Texas in the building strong. It is something, all right. I was having some audio issues. Yeah. No. All right, there we fucking go. But yeah, man, let's talk about Luana Carolina just dog walking this greenhorn. Making Luana Carolina look Bangkok ready. She is a sweet cat, man. I'm not a huge cat person, but my brother's-in-law's cat is a cool one for sure. She's very regal and dainty. Anyway, so yeah, Luana Carolina, man. I've been trying to swear off betting WMMA. I really was like, I am just asking for it, dude. Like, I don't like what's wrong with me? I fucking did it though, dude. I set my own lines. I saw what the bookies had it at, and I was like, no, dude, this is fucking off, dude. This chick has fought nobody. No one. 6-0, hasn't fought a damn soul, and is minus 200 something against a chick that has a win over Lupe Godinez. It's like, what's going on? That made no sense at all. So I had to, dude. It was like it forced my hand. And I was just so relieved. Dude, look at that shit. Look at that, dude. Look at that Muay Thai. Bouncing that front leg. Luana said, you think you're the... No, you ain't the Muay Thai bitch. I'm the Muay Thai bitch. Busted her up, dude. Luana has no grappling. I heard that all fucking week, too. That Petrovich, this nobody that's like saying she's going to just do all this shit to Luana. How about that fucking power wizard, dude? That hip toss. She just fucking judo tossed her ass. Judo tossed her, ground and pound, stayed safe with the... She just improved, man. She just has made some improvements. Plus Petrovich just being an overrated fraud. That was just crazy that she was the favorite. But yeah, I thought that was a nice little... Like, I had to get a shot of that, man. Luana bouncing the front leg. Like, because they were saying all this shit about Petrovich. Oh, she, has all these amateur Muay Thai fights. Like, nah, dude, she ain't the fucking striker. That's like fucking... What's her name? Stolia Stanko, dude. They always talk about her being that Lethway champion or whatever. It's like, what the... Okay, you're smashing these like Burmese little people. It's just weird, man. Dude, there was a couple, man. Won't it though, Lobby, dude. Just all kinds of just like... This was a big prospect card, and a lot of them got exposed, dude. He's still undefeated mentally at 170. Golly, dude. Oh man, I really messed up. Because I had the perfect, like, in my mind, I'm thinking of it right now, the perfect, like, avatar for Kevin Lee. The look on his, we'll get to that fight, but dude, the look on his face when he, like, woke up and they were, like, telling him that he got choked out. I'm sorry, dude. It's fucking hilarious. And it just wouldn't be like that if he just wasn't Kevin Lee, and he just makes it so easy to, like, tease him after the fact, man. It's just fun. It's fun, it's funny, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, unfortunately the John Lee parlay did not make it, but I still have faith, man. I still have faith, and there's no way that I'm gonna miss out when it hits. I will be there. Shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog. So, holy shot for this one. Oh my god, for this. Holy shot. MMA is a wild sport, man. Look at that fucking avatar, dude. That's fucking cold as ice. So, I've been thinking about this one and, like, what happened here and trying to characterize it. I think it's a couple different things. One, I think without question, well, let me first things fucking last. This was a kick-ass fight, dude. This was a really sweet fight. I did not get to see this fight live, but god damn it, boys. It was just a violent, very unquestionably fight of the night, dude. Very entertaining fight. Let's get that out of the way right off the bat. Number 2, Elvis Brenner. I regardless of what I think about Guram, what I've said about Guram in the past, what I think about him, what I thought about him going into this fight, I was impressed by Elvis Brenner. I've seen him look less than stellar. I mean, just look at last week, for example. Everyone was all over Gabriel Santos. I mean, not me. But when Onama sparked him, I don't know. Like, that's just, I think Onama's a good fighter, but a lot of people did not going into that. So if you're going to keep that same energy and be like, oh, well, Onama sucks, that was just like Santos being a fraud. Okay, well, what does that say about Elvis Brenner? And what does that say about the fact that he did not beat Zubaira? And that's what the crazy thing is. He fucking lost to Zubaira. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Zubaira got cut, but he was beating the shit out of Elvis Brenner. Guram was kind of beating the shit out of him too. But that's where I kind of that's where kind of the rubber meets the road with Guram. And it sucks because I don't want to, like, shit on Elvis Brenner. And I don't want to make it seem like I think that Guram is a shitty fighter. So I want to reiterate that I don't think that Guram sucks. But dude, you have to, like, it is at the very least bare minimum to say that he has been massively fucking overhyped, dude. I'm just gonna stamp it right here. Guram Kutateladze, relatively speaking, compared to his expectations, is a fucking fraud. Stamped it. He's a hype job. Not saying he sucks. Not saying Elvis Brenner sucks. I don't think Brenner or Santos or Onama or Kutateladze suck. But out of all those 4, who's been hyped through the fucking ceiling? Guram Kutateladze. And it's not another thing, for a guy that has like just like a crazy looking last name, it's pretty easy to say. Kutataladze. Kutataladze. Nah, ain't none of the job. It's not that hard. No, but for real, like, it's not that Guram sucks. It's that, like, Brenner's a pretty good fighter. But it's just, that's what I'm talking about, this turnstile of, like, hype jobbery. I'm going to say it. I said it before. I'm going to say it once again. Guram Kutataladze, fucking scamrot. I'll even throw Arman Sarukian in there. And some people were, dude, I got, dude, a dude that was like a mutual of mine on Twitter blocked me because I said that Guram and Gamrot and Arman Sarukian are fucking overrated frauds. Like, that is a microcosm of what goes on with these fucking dudes. These transcontinental Eastern European / Central Asian / Eastern Euro bloc Polish dude. Every single fucking Georgian or Polish dude, or they say he's the next champ, every single fucking time. Some of them do end up becoming champion. Some of them are the fucking truth. But you say it about every single fucking one just because of the region they come from, dude. It's really corny. And, dude, you're just getting, this is just mask off, dude. You're just getting exposed. I'm sorry, Guram's a hype job. That doesn't mean, don't fucking strawman me neither, dude. I'm not saying he sucks. I'm just saying, relative to the expectations, the shit ain't fucking, the shit ain't matching up, dude. But that was a sweet fight. Look at Elvis Brenner's hair. Like, just crazy. He almost gets finished, gets cut the fuck open, and then he slumps him. Punch him in the damn neck, dude. I mean, it was a legal strike. He hit him like right under the fucking ear. If you go look at that KO in slow motion, it looks insane. Guram didn't even know what to do with himself. He's just like, I'm going to have to quit after that. Elvis Brenner just fucking hit me with a haymaker in the neck, dude. That's all she wrote. So, yeah, crazy comeback win for Elvis Brenner. All things aside, like, sweet fight. I'm trying not to be too much of a fucking, like, elitist prick with the rankings and the, like, who's the real deal and who's the absolute best. Like, I'm just gonna, I have to appreciate that fight for what it was. It was a sweet fight. Both of these dudes are good fighters. I just think that this kind of, like, is indicative of what has been happening with some of these guys. Even Arman Sarukian, dude. He went tooth and nail with Joaquim Silva. Neto BJJ took him to the fucking brink. Dude, Nasrat Haqparast dirt McGirded that motherfucker in a matter of minutes. He like one-punched Joaquim Silva. And Arman Sarukian goes tooth and nail. I'm sorry. Not saying Arman sucks, but that is fraudulent, man. The thing about Sarukian, though, he is young. Sarukian can still become what people thought he was. But I'm sorry, guys like Guram, even Scamrot, they're in their 30s, dude. They are what they are at this point. And I think they've been fed a lot of guys that can make them look like the next coming. But it's just like these guys that aren't considered elite are just like almost breaking. Like, dude, y'all can say, like, I'm higher on Jalen Turner than a lot of people are, but a lot of people don't think, like, it's starting to change. But a couple fights ago, Jalen Turner won't thought much of. I'll tell you that right now. And dude, he fucking hurt Gamrot a couple times. I'm gonna tell you right now. That shit that happened to Guram, it is gonna happen to Scamrot too. Mateusz Gamrot is cruising for a fucking bruising because they're gonna keep giving him top fighters at lightweight, and dude, he's gonna catch one. He is cruising for a fucking bruising. But anyways, that's enough. That's enough of my ranting about these fraudulent fucking just overhyped. Like I said, these transcontinental dudes, the Armenians, and like I mean, in fairness, like I said, none of them are trash, but it's just kind of like people just the shit just catches like wildfire, and people just like run. They think every single one of them is just the next guy. He is the one. All right, dude. We'll fucking see. Damn right. He did. Seriously, dude. Demir too, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. A lot of they're all over there. Yeah, exactly. Garam cardio, Armin Gamrot striking defense, Demir grappling. Yeah, and he had a robbery win. I thought he lost to Scamrot. Yeah, definitely should be. There's that too. And again, I apologize if I'm making it seem like I'm shitting on Brenner or like I'm not trying to take anything away from his performance. I just think like I was looking at Brenner sideways after the Zubaira fight, dude. You know he didn't fucking beat Zubaira. And like that's just like Zubaira's not shit either, but it's just like I don't know, man. These are the second coming of Christ himself. Like, nah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. I mean, that's fair enough. I agree with that. Definitely is in hindsight, but all right, man. But yeah, man. Shout out to Elvis Brenner and Garam for putting on fight of the night. KO the night for sure. Shout out to Brenner for, like y'all said, man, just being a G and a dog and just kind of just fucking outlasting him, dude. Outgritting him. Elvis True Grit Brenner. This next fight, I don't have a ton to say about. I did not see this one live. I went back and watched it. I don't really see what all the controversy is about. I thought it was pretty clear that Carol Hosa dealt more damage in the second and third round. Yana definitely won the first. I don't see what all the fuss is about. I thought Carol Hosa kind of edged it out. Clearly landing the more powerful shots. I think the UFC and their team just have this love affair with Yana. She's still Thiago Santos' wife. Oh, they have a kid together. It's just like that's Yana Kunitskaya. She's a jobber. Like I don't know, man. She's always gets like more. She's always a fighter that's like had more shine put on her than she deserves because she's not bad looking, and she's like I said, the angle with Santos now, and it's just like okay, like it's just kind of cheesy and corny. It's just she's not that good. Again, not saying Hosa is incredible, but Hosa was landing clearly landing more harder in the second and third. Doling out more damage, laying the lumber just a little bit more. Visibly hurting Santos in the second and third more for me. So yeah, I had 29-28 Hosa, giving her rounds 2 and 3. It was a shit fight. It was definitely a shit fight. You a damn liar. No, it's fine. You missed it. Don't follow. I mean, what is there to follow? Like, what is like? That's a pretty good joke, actually. Like, they're like what? 145. What it do? What the hell is even that? Like, what the hell even is 145, dude? Like, what's going on? But yeah, that was crazy, man. Crazy. And I think like Elvis Brenner will probably be overvalued in his next one too. And they'll then people will remember that. Oh yeah, I mean, didn't Zubaira pretty much beat that dude and get robbed? And yes. So this one, talk about just spinning your wheels. What was the point of this fight? I'm pretty sure, if I can remember, I think didn't Brito, one of his opponents, pull out, and Weston Wilson was the replacement. It made no sense. Shout out to him for being the sacrificial lamb if that was the case, but that's what the fuck he was. Like, there was no way. I mean, dude, you could take a vegetable, dude, and throw it on like a keyboard making Tapology picks and hit and have a better chance. Like, there's just no way a fucking like single-celled organism could pick Joe Anderson Brito by first round KO. It was just that fucking obvious. Like, I don't like who really, like, no one's gonna come out and say it. No one, I don't think anyone that we know. But damn sure ain't gonna admit it publicly. I'm gonna go ahead and give everyone the benefit of the doubt that's in our little circle. I don't think anyone was on Wilson. I think everyone knew what the deal was. Joe Anderson, first round KO. But what was the point? What does it tell us about Brito that we didn't already know? I don't know. It was like, yeah, cool, you knock him out. Like, again, I'm not trying to shit on Brito, like, and kudos to him, man. He did what he's supposed to do. That's exactly what you do when you have an outmatched opponent. Like, thank you for taking the fight, but you're not, like, that's no. Yeah. Yeah, I want to see him against someone this. Oh, dude. They really do that with some of these guys where it's just like, some of them, it's so funny. Some of them, they just rush them right to the top. And other ones, they just, like, the dudes that have fraudulent tendencies, they just give them, these winnable matchups. And they just fuck it up going both ways. Good stretch of finishes. I was watching boxing too. Nice. God, speaking of Frosty, how about fucking Jared Anderson? The question was sub or KO. Yeah, fair enough. For sure. Fair share. So, yeah, moving right along. I just don't have much to say about it. Can't like squeeze much juice out of that. So, man, I don't know why I was so scared off of this fight. It just made no sense in hindsight. Like, what was... I picked Renat. I was pretty confident he was going to win, but I was like, I didn't want to bet him. It's like, I'm giving Kevin Lee his respect as like a veteran. And maybe he's not done. He is only 30. He does fight to his level of competition sometimes, but it's like, nah, Renat's the real deal. Plus, Kevin Lee. What? I think it's fair to say that Kevin Lee is a bust at this point. I just don't think he's ever going to be what you can say now are maybe some unrealistic expectations. Some guys that, like, he did well in a Tony fight that he lost. I don't know, man. But Renat, man, that's the other Renat's kind of like that too, though, man. Like, I wonder who they're going to give him. I want to see him against some a real fucking test. Like, on paper, yeah, Kevin Lee really experienced, but yeah, I mean, I picked Renat to win. I was pretty sure he was going to win. Decent parlay piece though. Like, that's the thing. You don't know if you're going to get Renat at like -1 anything in the near future. Hey, dude, I almost picked Kevin Lee. Dude, I've had worse picks than that this year. It wasn't crazy to think that though, man. Like I thought the same shit. That's what scared me off betting it. I was like, I'm gonna give that a little bit of pause. Like he's only 30. He has some decent wins in spots that he wasn't supposed to win, but like some people, I think Aaron like kind of like countered me on that Wednesday. Like, yeah, but it's at a different weight class, and so yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Renat was always the side in hindsight. Yeah, that's a good point. Yep, exactly. You're right. That's a good point. I hear people constantly bring that up when they talk about it. Oh, Kevin Lee would be perfect for 165. Yeah. Spot on, Lobby, for sure. Yep. Yep. Y'all are on it. Y'all are on it.com. All right. Dude, I am just sick to my stomach about this. I am just this might haunt me for the rest of my fucking miserable days. When you have a good read, but you don't bet it. This is why I passed on Bruno. Because I had this read that Nur Sultan was a better striker. What I didn't like about Ruzaboev was the grappling defense. But I even said, like, this is what I think is going to happen. I think that Bruno's going to get buzzed. I put it in the fucking shout out to the Dome, the greatest group chat in the world. I put it in the Dome. I said it on multiple streams. Like I said on my own stream, said it on Aaron's stream. Like I think that Nur Sultan might be the better striker. Like he has good background for it. Like he has boxing experience, kickboxing experience, long. And I was like, oh yeah, I think you will hurt him. But then Bruno will take over in the grappling. Well, it never got there. He just fucking sparked him out. And I'm just sick about it, dude. Because like early on, and again, shout out to Fight Sport TV. Great highlight videos of like up and coming prospects, like dudes they've signed and they're about to debut or whatever. So I'm watching the highlight videos, like, man, good striker. Taped it more and was like, I don't like this grappling stuff. I don't like this him pulling Kimura. That's not going to work on Fahea. So I just got to eat crow here. I was wrong, but I was like, I almost bet Nur Sultan. And everyone just the narrative, and I bought into it too, man. I'm not saying that I'm like this is so stupid and I told you guys. No, I bought into this too. But it was that Nur Sultan is like in sketchy spots against like not very good fighters. He hasn't really fought anybody good, but it's like neither is Bruno. The only dude he's fought that's worth a fuck is RoboCop. And RoboCop's chinny. Really chinny. Like get knocked out by Jordan Williams. Get knocked out cold by Jordan Williams chinny. So I don't know, man. I didn't really get to see much from Nur Sultan other than he cracks, Bo. And I was like kicking myself. He's like, you 2 cents, you idiot, fucking idiot. You saw that in the tape. You saw that he was a good striker in the tape. You saw that he has one punch power, that he fucking knocks people out cold, and you were scared. You were scared and weak and let everyone else scare you off of Nur Sultan because of Bruno. And he's a big, tough guy. So shame on me for being a bitch and not betting Nur Sultan. It'll haunt me. It might haunt me forever, boys. But no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, for sure. And I just want to see Nur Sultan against someone. I want to see Ruzaboev against somebody that will test that grappling and see if he can like negotiate it if he doesn't get that, if he doesn't like immediately snatch that Kimura. Yeah, exactly. That was the thing. Is like, yeah, like so that's same with Fahea, and he was kind of getting lit up by RoboCop. RoboCop ain't got no chin though. But man, dude, I was just wrong about this one, and this was another one where I'm kind of kicking myself. I put Benoit in a long shot parlay that almost fucking hit, dude. This thing almost hit. I'll get to it in a second. It busted a little later up in the card, or a little further up in the card, but man, shout out to Benoit Saint-Denis. His mushins, one man. Neutralize the threat. Mission objective complete. Threat neutralized. Yeah, man. It's Bonfim's a good fighter. And he outdogged him. He did outdog him. I still have some of the same concerns for Benoit though. Like he still got cracked on the feet. His striking is still really wild and wonky. He throws everything into his body kicks. He looked like he was starting to get a little bit tired on the feet. He was definitely starting to get lit up a little bit. So again, I'm just going to kind of like not go crazy with this and overcorrect on Benoit next time. And just still remember, like, okay, if his opponent has a really good takedown defense and they're a really good striker, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, like, he's tough. He's definitely tough. He gets cracked though, and he gets hurt. He gets out of it with the grappling, but I'm still just like, whoa, dude, that's you throwing that. That's what his striking consists of, just like wild overhands and hooks, and then like these like really thunderous body kicks. And that's it. That's his striking. He's a lethal grappler though, man. Like his doggedness and the way he transitions and chains his takedowns together and transitions to dominant positions is like pretty good. Man, what all right. I need the jiu-jitsu practitioners. I need the grappling nerds to tell me. Rear naked choke or neck crank? Because he like kind of, it looked like a rear naked choke, but he like had it over his jaw, and it looked like he was about to break his fucking jaw, but it looked like a rear naked choke too. So was it just a rear naked choke over? It just wasn't under the chin. Because it wasn't like his neck was like all the way cranked to the side. Was it a neck crank? I don't fucking know. Y'all tell me. I'm too ignorant to know what the answer to that is. Yep. Very surgical-like performance, indeed. Harsh words, dude. God, you're a cyberbully, Zach. Jesus Christ, dude. No, I'm just playing. You are though. He landed like 15 consecutive. Yeah, no, dude. Just like, golly. You not fading him if he's on home. So what is that question you're asking? I feel like you're like trying to like cryptically ask me two questions at the same time. What do you want from me, Lobby? Am I not fading him if he's on home soil next? So you're asking me if I'm going to fade him if he's on home soil next? Or am I not fading him? I'm sure they do. If he's fighting, I don't know, man. If I'm the matchmaker, I'm not. If I was, I know you guys are stunned to know that I'm not the matchmaker for the UFC. If I was a matchmaker, I would just give him. And I know I've been going on and on about, oh, they really need to go like a test next time, though. They just crushing these cans, dude. I might give him kind of like a sort of like a can to just look crazy, just like obliterate. Just like he comes out, they can drum up the narrative about him being this special forces badass, and then he just crushes some fucking jabroni. Hops up on the cage. Benoit. Machines. Chance. One man. Machines for that baby. That's a great thing. TNT says Pantoja and Pantera. I like it, dude. Throwing the gauntlet down. Says Viva la Mexico. It is definitely there's strong Mexican representation on 290. But yes, that is a good reminder that I need to soldier through this. This was another one where it's just like I don't really see all the controversy. Like Lipsky, I might need to watch it back. I'm not going to. I thought she edged out Gatto, and yeah, I'm just gonna move on from that one. I didn't bet on it. Well, no, that's not true. I did. I threw Lipsky in this crazy, the same one I had Denis in. The 3-leg long shot, 3 dogs I thought might be live. 2 of them, of course, hit, and the third one doesn't. Of course, that's what happens. But yeah, I thought Lipsky edged it out, but again, I had a little something on her. I picked Gatto, though. I picked Gatto on Tapology, so yeah. I kind of like hedged myself there, like with the bet and the pick, but that's what happened. Like it was close and just kind of a snoozer. Like that could be snoozer of the night. There were a couple other candidates. But to me, man, this was based on the expectations. I'm not saying this is the worst fight ever, but this one kind of like it was kind of just like a staring contest, and like Griffin like running away from Morales and hopping around, and then like Morales hitting him every now and then, and like I thought maybe it's because I had too high expectations for this fight. I thought this was going to be fight of the night, and it was kind of like it was a letdown. Maybe it wasn't the snoozer, but to me it was like I thought it was going to be so much better. So maybe that's why. But if you want to say Lipsky, Gatto was the snoozer, that's fine with me. But yeah, I had Griffin Morales goes to split. I tell you what though, both of neither of these legs would have hit, but both of them got close. So I don't hate myself for trying with this one. Dawson looked like he might have had the sub in the first round. It could have been 1-1 going into the third round, but then once Morales hurt him and like took him down, I was like, okay, that's not going to hit. But yeah, I took a long shot. Of course, dude, I should have cashed out too because it was sitting there. It was like, it wasn't much. It was like sitting at like $5. I was like, I'll let it ride on Griffin. Dumb fuck. But yeah. Oh well. I watched that fight, and I'm saying what Grant Dawson wanted me to say on Monday. Man, that guy is good. Man, Grant Dawson was good. He looked good against Demir Ismagulov. Grant Dawson gets it done. Wholesome. Some might say even a bit boring, as ever, but definitely dominant. Again, Demir Ismagulov. Some of the craziest, wildest shit was said about that dude coming into the eye. People love it. Some of these kids love to be the one to be like, I told everyone about such and such. before they got to the UFC or right when they got to the UFC. This guy's going to be the next champion. They'll just do it with every single one. And then when one hits, it'd be like, see, told you. It's like, you said that about 10 other guys that fucking busted. But whatever, dude. That'll never change. But yeah, they did it again with Demir. Again, not a shitty fighter. Not the guy you said he was. Some of y'all were selling a bill of goods with Demir Ismagulov. Probably thought you were like, I heard several people like, oh, Demir's about to be plus money. So? Like, he's a hype job. Grant Dawson's a good fighter. People were mugging Grant Dawson off this week. Talking about he didn't have, like, no striking defense. He's going to get chinned. Demir's such a better striker. Yeah, he is. But, like I said, he couldn't punch his way out of a fucking wet paper bag. He was not going to be the guy to one-punch Grant Dawson. I mean, I think Dawson, look, he's been knocked out before, but he's a little bit tougher than he gets credit for, too. Another fighter where a little bit too much is being made of like one or two performances where it's like, oh, maybe he got tired against this one guy. It's kind of the same thing with Romanov, where it's like, not the narrative is Romanov's a gas bag. Same with Dawson. Questionable cardio, questionable chin. It's like, what? I don't know, man. I think the questionable one is Demir. That's the one with the questionable amount of hype on it. Of course, now everyone's saying it, but it's like, that's kind of what I thought too. And again, Arman Tsarukyan. Here we go. Arman Tsarukyan, Demir, Guram, Skamrot. Round and round and round we go. One beats the other and leapfrogs. And, oh, well, he beat this guy, so he must be, oh, well, he beat this guy. They're all fucking hype jobs, dude. Arman can turn it around, though. Arman, he can get a pass because he's 26. He more than likely will get really fucking good, and he could actually end up being champion. So, like, yeah, I said something about on Twitter earlier this morning, like, no, ain't nothing going to touch a strap. Not one of them. Guram and Skamrot definitely fucking aren't. What the shit that happened to right there to Guram, that shit is going to happen to Gamrot too. Gamrot is going to fucking get it sooner rather than later. And time is ticking for that motherfucker. So yeah, Gamrot is an overrated hype job. Same with Guram. Arman can turn it around, but dude, he's got some work to do too, man. He can. He's young enough. He's obviously very talented. He's a good fighter. They're all good fighters, but like, dude, stop overhyping these guys. They're not all Khabib. They're not all Islam Makhachev. They're not all gonna fulfill father's dream. They're not all father's way. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop lumping all these guys together. Oh, they're from this region. Not champ, future champ. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dude lost to fucking Oliver Inkamp. What's going on? What up, boy? Shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog, man. Subscribe to his channel. Yeah, man. Looking pretty. Hey, dude, good shout too, man. Hanato Moicano, the soothsayer. Again, thank you. Y'all should have heard the way people were talking about fucking Jalen Turner not too long ago. And then he takes Gamrot to the brink. Dude, I hate him. I cannot stand Gamrot, dude. Bro, I cannot wait to talk about these fights on Wednesday, man. Make sure you subscribe to that dude's channel right there. Tune in. He puts out content all week. But, yeah, man, definitely tune in Wednesday. The chat is on fire. Tell them, Big Moys. It is. It is. It's transcontinental, Central Asian, Eastern European. It's pixie dust, dude. It is, man. I'm pumped. It is. Oh, shit. Oh, guys, it's going to be a party. Getting the band back together, huh? Oh, man. I like it. Tune in Wednesday, boys. Yeah, he loves you too. He loves you too, Big Moys. Not as much as me. He thinks he does, but nah, he'll never have what we have. Nah, but man, good to see you, Brages. So pressing right along. I said I was going to keep it at an hour, of course. Yeah, that's a fucking joke. But we are almost at the end, man. We are now, look, dude, look. Several people in the chat. And myself tried to tell y'all about this. The man, that guy, Grant Dawson, he's good. He said I would say that. He wanted me to say that. And that's what I'm saying on Monday. Man, that guy's good. So, yeah. Interested to see what they give Grant Dawson. I don't mind his call-outs. Dude, if Grant Dawson, I would love nothing more than Grant Dawson to grind out Scamrot and just ground and pound his face into the canvas, dude. Oh, I would fucking love that. Please let that happen, universe. Please, MMA gods. Oh, God. Prayer circle for that. I love the Gamrot call out. The Islam was a little bit cheesy. I mean, Grant Dawson is cheesy. He's a really good fighter, though. But I like Grant Dawson. He's wholesome. He's humble. And, man, that guy's good. So, yeah. Like I said, Aaron, Noah, Zach, me, we all tried to fucking tell y'all. Noah and Zach were saying it in the chat all fucking week. Me and Aaron told y'all on fucking Wednesday. We all tried to tell you about this shit. Now, I get it, dude. I'm pretty stubborn with some of these things too, but just call yourself a Sean Strickland hater. Accept it. It's not the worst thing in the world. I've hated better fighters. It's not the worst thing in the world. I've been an insufferable hater against much better, like, guys that are like beyond reproach. Like, what? You hate that guy? Like, there's something wrong with you. And there probably is. But just call yourself a Strickland hater. And then you can begin to move forward in life. Because I see no other reason. Like, you're just trying to get cute. Again, it wasn't that Abus was some, oh, who's this guy that just burst onto the scene? Like, oh, man, he's been around for a little bit. Same age as Strickland. You know, had a little nice run in PFL, and then got fucking shadow roamed by Lewis Taylor. And he had like I said, I think it was a little bit of the Sadabusi, like Yushiro Uramawashi, jobber, spinning hook kicks this guy, and now, like, okay, and Abus beat this guy, transference of hype somehow. Like, dude, why does Corey Anderson? Why do I constantly have to keep referencing Corey Anderson? Why does Beasting 25-8 always get? What is? I got to give it up, though. I got to fucking give it up. Beasting 25-8 said it. There's levels. There's levels. There are levels. Abus was never on Strickland's level. Ever. This was the easiest pick. This was the easiest bet. I was sweating Carolina, but I was glad that one came through too, because I set my own lines. They both looked off. I thought Strickland should have been a little bit more of a favorite. I figured they probably would give Abus a little bit too much respect because, like, dude, I got Dude, I parlayed Strickland at minus 145. Sean Strickland, top 10, borderline top 5. I mean, I think he technically is a top 5, but you know what I mean. Skill wise, like, pretty good fighter. Getting close to a pick'em against a dude whose only UFC fight is fucking Dustin Stoltzfus. What's going on? Water weed dune here, Baba. Yeah, this one felt good. Like, man, that felt good. I was scared too, man. Shout out to my dude Big Show Picks. Shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio. I kept hearing Big Show's voice in the back of my head when I was like, oh God, have I done the wrong thing? Every person, like, there were some people, like, some respected cappers in the community that were on Abus. And I'm like, oh, I can just hear Big Show's like, don't bet main events, brother. I can just hear the soothing vocal stylings of Big Show. Like, I told you not to bet main events, bro. Like, oh my God, did I do the wrong thing? But nah, man, it ended up working out. I'm still gonna keep that in the back of my mind to not get crazy with it because it's been burning me. And I just keep doing it. I just keep touching the stove. That burn. That burn. Isn't there like a fucking like Family Guy joke about that? It's like, like fuck. I just keep like, it worked this time, but like, I don't want to get back into a habit of that. So man, yeah. Shout out to my dude Show. Shout out to the boys at Pub. Didn't win the contest this week. By God, I'm going to fucking win it again, though. I am going to win that thing again. And again to get my black belt. But to wrap this up, to wrap the recap up, that was my big hit, but I went light. So is another good week of wagering. Kept it light, stayed disciplined, inching ever so close to getting back to square, to getting in the green, boys. Only down 1.5 units. I came close a couple months ago to getting back to square, getting close again. Starting to dig my way out of the hole, dude. Starting to see that little ray of sunshine peek through, a little bit of daylight. Got to stay the course, man. Can't get crazy. Got to stay disciplined this week as well. But that will do it for the recap. Bet picks. Yeah, let me go back through, man, because I was just I don't want to make it seem like, I have all these like hot takes on all these frauds, and I picked some of them though, so I gotta eat my fucking crow, man. I gotta eat my crow. Okay, and I forgot to mention this too. I was just a dumbass here. I'd switched my pick to Michael Morales. I said it on the show Friday that like I thought Morales was going to win, but what I'd done was I'd picked Griffin on Tapology. That was like my early lean. Oh, he might be a live dog. I made my Tapology picks early this week. So I had Griffin locked in and just never went back and changed him. So I'm just going to eat that one. I just forgot to switch it. So yeah, my pick, like I said, Friday was Morales, but I didn't change it. So that's my own fault. I could have gone 8-4, but whatever, dude. But I'll eat the crow on that. Pick Gatto was just, I don't know, man. I thought Lipsky just nicked it. I was wrong here. This is probably, I'm just gonna eat the crow. Benoit was the better grappler, pretty clearly, and just doggedly got him to the ground. Sick over this one. Just, oh God, having the right read and then just being too pussy to bet it. Cool story. Yeah, didn't see this one coming. What a fraud. Elvis Brenner's good, but he's gonna get overvalued. I fear. But I'll eat crow, man. I was wrong. Shout out to Elvis Brenner. Shame on me for picking against the guy that probably lost to Zubaira and then goes out there and knocks out Garam. What a fraud Kutataladze is. All right, that's the recap. Let me catch up with the chat, and then we're going to change gears. I got my moments. I got my damn moments. Yeah, that's the thing, too. Morales, yeah, is what, 25? I know, dude. I know. And I'm not making it seem like I'm ducking the smoke. I picked Morales and forgot to change the bet. Yep. Like, Abus is going to win some fights, but, like, yeah, bust. What's up, Jimmy? How are you? How's your weekend? Sick. Did y'all hear that? Glancing blow, too. Wasn't full power. Got a full power from Aaron the dog. He might have been a dead man. A bust. Yeah, dude. Dude, Sean fucking jammed a carrot in his mouth, man. Yeah, Drummond hype job. Should have never been given a main event. They kind of did him dirty, dude. Like, gonna go from Stoltzfus to Strickland. Great day. Yeah, like I've been on record saying that Strickland is corny and like cringy, but like it also doesn't. He doesn't like offend me. Like, oh, I'm not clutching my pearls at shit that Sean Strickland says. Dude, that was sick though. Aaron just knocked out Dustin. He just sent me the fucking vid. It's sick. Automatic. Just I was saying it earlier. I was trying to make a fucking joke and ended up being really stupid. But like, I was just like, anyone can do that. Like anyone, you could like a fucking person with palsy could fuck around and pick Joe Anderson by first round knockout. Yeah, just unfortunate. Ooh, that'd be a fucking. What y'all think about that, man? That's a tasty little matchup there. Bumfiend featherweight next. Great. Morales already avoided Fakhradinov once. Could be. Maybe. I don't know, man. He already ducked. Nice, dude. You can make it. You can make it out. You can become high functioning. You just got to do your exercises, do your routines, complete your tasks. Speaking of completing tasks, the recap is complete. Thank you all for being here. We're going to continue this stream here in a minute or so, or 5 perhaps. I'm going to come back with the UFC 290 preview. Just a little bit of a preview. Not going to get all my picks. You want all my picks, you're going to have to tune into Aaron the Dog MMA Wednesday. Wiseacres. But I'll talk a little bit in general terms about the main event, the two title fights. But as I've done the past couple weeks, I made my own lines for all the fights. And I'm going to talk about all the prelims. What I line them at, what they're actually lined at. Some things I'm looking at. I have already made a couple bets. Most of my slate is put together. But like I said, you're going to have to tune into my dude on Wednesday if you want to check that out. Dude, I'm trying not to like, because I've been like backing Turner. I've been betting and cashing Turner, and like I'm trying not to be that guy where it's like, oh, dude, well, he's done it for me like once or twice. He'll just keep doing it no matter who it is. Just like, like I even like I fucking I bet him and cashed him, and then I had to burn tickets too. Like I bet him against fucking Scamrot, you know. So I'm trying not to like get too overhyped on it. It's just that's just such a weird. I don't know. Yeah, I that one was tough. That one was tough. He got fraudulent tendencies for sure. They should make Mallet face that monster. Mallet versus Malat. Renat versus Mallet Gray. Oh, Malat. Oh, bloody nose, Mike Malat. The dude gets a bloody nose in every fight. I can't talk though, man. I get a bloody nose pretty easily. I remember one time I was sparring, like I got hit like 2, maybe 3 times. We got done, and the guy watching me say, "You all right?" I'm like, "What? Yeah, what?" Like my fucking nose is bleeding like already. I didn't get hit that much, so I can't really talk. But yeah, Malat, dude, his nose bleeds quite frequently. He's a bleeder. All right. Well, that's the recap. Stay tuned. I've eaten over 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. What message do you want to send to the people that are following this? Stay tuned. Just stay tuned. Fucking Papa John. What a weird fucking guy. All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna take a brief intermission, and we'll talk a little 290 when I get back. Gonna talk some jobber lines. Preview. Now is the time for the music for the thing. Get this done and get this up. Dude, this loop fucks. Rush loves it. All right. Sorry about that. We're back, boys. What's up, Jackie boy? Nah, you picked the best time. You picked the best time to be here, Jackie boy. How are you? How are you, my friend? I know I was giving you some shit about Abus, but as I'm sure a lot of you already know, Jackie boy just went ahead and killed it again. So shout out to Jackie boy for being one of the sharpest dudes around that I know personally. About as well as you can know an online bud. But yeah, shout out to Jack. Shout out to everybody else that had a good weekend. Even if you didn't have a good weekend, shout out to you. Thank you for being here. I've had many not good weekends in 2023. The past couple weeks have gone well. Boys, Jack, I was just talking about a little bit ago. If I can get one more good weekend, I will be in the green. One more winning week, we'll be in the clear, boys. Been had 2023 has been rough for betting for yours truly. But I've been staying disciplined. I haven't been chasing. Still just betting small. Betting small and losing small. Hit the last couple weeks. Need one more. One more good one. Be up out of the hole. And then we'll see what's really good. Just what Woo! That's a good one, Jimmy. Jack, look out, dude. Jimmy giving you a run for your money. That's not bad matchmaking. Just doing the stream, heard the music, assumed it was rapping. We're just intermission. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Just in time, Jack. You want to smoke with your boy 2 cents? I still got some coffee left, dude. I still got some fucking Dunkin' left. They got all this shit here and they don't have a coffee maker. But luckily there's a fucking Dunkin' right around the corner. I just pop right over there, grab a cup of coffee. Nice, dude. Sick. I'm gonna repack this thing. Oh yeah, cat sitting, house sitting. She's been coming through here, man. She's so funny, man. Every time we come and sit for her, she's so shy like the first couple days, but then by like the third or fourth day, she like won't leave you alone. Like I haven't seen her hardly at all, and as soon as I start the stream, here she comes. She's a really sweet cat though. Very cats are not. No cat is completely low maintenance. They're all kind of a pain in the ass, but for a cat, she's relatively low maintenance, and she's very. Like I said, she's very, very regal and pristine, and just fits right in this, just right at home in this bougie townhouse. So, anyways, apologies if there's audio issues. I'm here. I'm back. You're listening to just my 2 cents. The UFC Vegas 76 recap is concluded. It was a good week for me as far as betting. Starting to get closer, man. Just about there, man. Just about back to square. Just about green, boys. One more good week should do it. So, yeah. Want to build upon the last couple weeks. I've been setting my own lines. Before I look at the bookies' lines. See something that's off and bet it. Yes, indeed, a little kitten. I won't say she's little. She's not old either. She's like middle-aged. But yes. Am I up to 12 coffees yet? Good. I hope not, dude. Y'all better not let me fucking drink 12 coffees a day. 6-pack? Good gosh almighty. That ain't me. Not my fucking dude. I'm pretty much a teetotaler, dude. I don't hardly ever drink anymore. Even in social settings, I'll have like a beer or like a whiskey ginger, and that's it. But what's up, Top G? How are you? I see that you've been cleared of your charges, that you and your brother are back. So I know a lot of people are happy about that. Good to see you in the chat. I've been thinking about getting an emotional support dog for Saturday nights. I know, dude, it'd be a good idea, man. That's pretty smart, man. I know that I have my emotional support. Well, I mean, my wife is, she's great emotional support, but I got my shows and my, my movies that I turn to, my music that I turn to when things get rough. Interested to see what these fucking peasant lines look like. These fucking jobber piker lines. Nice, dude. I was saying, Jackie boy, I've already made 2 bets for this card, and they're both underdogs. 2 bets, both dogs. I'm not going to have too. Most of my slate is put together, man. I'm not going heavy this week either. Going to look to win for 3 weeks in a row, but if I don't, if everything goes sideways, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm close, man. Let me just go ahead and just bet 5 units and we're going to clean up. It's like, no. Slow and steady is going to win this race. So, yeah, but I made some lines. It's been a useful tool for me so far. We'll see what happens. It hasn't been perfect, but it's helped me win the last couple weeks. We'll see if we can make it 3 in a row. But yeah, man. Yeah, I don't drink. I'm pretty much a teetotaler. ABS. Abs, yes. My 6-pack. Come on, Tate. Bro. I'm in decent shape for someone that's pushing 40. I need to be in better shape for sure. I do my sit-ups, man. I do my daily sit-ups. Are you saying, Tate, are you telling me I now need to do like more sets, more reps per set? What are you telling me, Tate? I need your wisdom. Got a 6-pack of bread. I got a fucking 6-pack of pre-rolls. I wish, that'd be sick. I fucking hate rolling joints. I like rolling blunts. My throat doesn't like blunts when I smoke it. When I smoke them, my throat hates it. But I like rolling them way more than joints. I can roll a blunt way better than a joint, dude. Because I can't do the European cone roll spliff. I've never been able to roll like that. It just looks like I just have to do an old school, just like humpback whale titty twister, That's why I just smoke the bong, man. The banger. That's the way and the truth and the life for me as far as smoking. But I like the chilling is good for when you got to conserve or for just like casual settings like this. Anyways, yeah, UFC 290. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Boys, Andrew Tate is in the chat. That's crazy. Tate, you gonna fight Jake Paul? Do you have any fights coming up? Fight news? Or are you just getting back on the influencer tip? I know that has wrought you a great deal of success. Where are we at? 290 preview. You like that? You like that shitty Cockney accent, do you, Jack? We're going to do the preview of UFC 290 right now. It's time for a new preview in your ear, Jack. Time for a new preview in your ear. It's time for a new preview in your ear. No doubt. Yep. It's definitely a cultural thing. UFC 290. Now, I've had this opinion. I still hold it that the UFC has become watered down the last year or two. I don't completely hate it, but it's just kind of like becoming undeniable. It's become diluted overall. So it's like you can't really have your cake and eat it too. You want, you craving more fights, well, you got them. But they're not all going to be like, the quality just can't keep up with the amount of fights that they're turning out. It's just not, those two things aren't congruent. But this is a great card. The prelims are solid. The main card for 290 on paper is fucking mustard, dude. It is money in the bank. I'm not even going to try and be a fucking, there's no hipster take on this, man. UFC 290 is a sweet card. Even from a casual fan's perspective, hardcore fan, y'all know these are sweet fights. You know they are. They should be anyway, General taking notes. General taking a note. I'm about to take a tote. Take about 4 or 5 totes. As I toke amongst the canopy of the sycamore tree, the overplanted foundational planting of this cookie cutter townhouse complex community thing. It's like all Germantown is. It's a fucking amalgamation of fucking apartment complexes and townhouse complexes. It's just a sea of people on top of people, boys. I'm glad that the toxic smoke is kind of dissipated, though, man. We crossed over that Bay Bridge. Lord have mercy. You could just see it, dude. You couldn't see. You could barely see Sandy Point. Like crazy, man. Definitely couldn't see Baltimore. All right. Let's talk 290. You smart mouths. You grease balls that I love dearly, all of you. That's what I'm trying to say. I love all you fucks. Let's talk fights, man. Let's talk lines. Let's talk fights. Man, this Wi-Fi is being finicky, dude. Apologies for the audio issues and the me just being a dumb fuck issues. Aside from me being stupid. UFC 290. Let me pull up my lines. Let's just pull up best fight odds. Best fight odds. Now, like I said, third week in a row, I set my own lines. Did this last night. Just not thinking too hard about it. Just brief look at Tapology, brief wiki capping, just like what wiki capping / recalling from memory without doing any tape. What would I set this at? Based on previous performances, blah, blah, blah. So here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 Senses, Jabroni, UFC 290 lines for the prelims. You want to know the main card takes? You're going to have to tune into Aaron the Dog MMA on Wednesday. So, the first fight on this card. So, what I'm going to do is I have banners made that are my lines, and then I'll tell you what the y'all already know, I'm sure, what the bookies have them set at, and I'm just going to go off the book that I use. So I'll just compare it to that. And of course, they don't fucking have these in order. Awesome, dude. Sick. All right, here we go. First fight. Now, this is not up on best fight odds, but I have a line for it on my book. So I'm just going to go off that. But it's Esteban Ribovic versus Camuela Kirk. Now, this one is tricky. Camuela Kirk's been around longer, more experienced. Esteban, maybe a little bit more upside. Maybe just had a tough debut against Loic, who was definitely more experienced. So, just in my mind, without thinking about it too hard, I was just, okay, I'll make Ribovic a slight favorite. Minus 150, and I made Kirk plus 115. Now, I have no interest in playing this fight. Whichever side you're on, lots of luck, gentlemen. I'm going to have no part of it. Seeing people on Camuela Kirk. Now, this was my line. This was my fucking peasant line. So the big books like BetMGM that I use, for example, BetMGM has Camuela Kirk at like plus 150, plus 160. That's very tempting. I do think Kirk is live. I'm not saying that's like a bad read or a bad pick. I just don't feel confident enough in either guy, if that makes sense. Like, yes, I do see some potential value from Kirk, but I'm also not just going to totally write Ribovic off just because he lost to Loic. Maybe I just want to see. I want to see if it was octagon jitters. I want to see if this dude's a total fuck. He could just end up being a hype job. But, like, Kirk is not a world beater either. I've seen people, like, overhype Camuela Kirk like a motherfucker. Like, crazy. And I saw people do it with Esteban, too. So it's kind of just like, I just want to see which one of these dudes is a little less of maybe, like a high job. So I'm kind of just like fading both of them and like not fucking touching it. I don't hate like the shot on Kirk. I do think there is some value there, but I'm just no, thank you. So you like it's like okay, Kirk is more of a dog than I had him. So should I automatically bet that? He was more of a dog, but it wasn't like crazy. Like it was like kind of in the same ballpark. Like it's like Rebovich is like minus 220 something or whatever, and Kirk is like plus 150, 160. So it's like that's like if Kirk was like plus 200, plus two something, like yeah, maybe I'd take a shot. But I'm just gonna wait back and see, kick back and see. But I don't hate anyone taking the stab on Kirk. Is what I'll say with that one. No, I don't believe it. You don't even drink, Jimmy. You ain't never drank a highball in your life. You'll sit here and lie to me. Ah, dude, I'm just funning, Jimmy. 3 fighters with at least minus 1,000 lines. Grid for International Fight Week. Grid. There's only one close line fight, and it's a rematch. Yep. I may have interest in playing this fight. Typical. Typical. The first 2 fights belong in Bellator. I like that style, dude. Now you're talking my talk. Oh man. Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing here? So, like I said, that's it. I have it a little bit closer, but still not like, oh, dude, there you go. There, automatic bet on Kirk. Nah, I don't know. I'm gonna see. He ain't that good. Not saying Rebovich is either. Maybe it should be a pick 'em. Best of luck on Kirk. I don't know. Maybe my mind changes if I do tape study, but my first instinct is to just pass. Thank you, pass. The next fight is Jesus Aguilar versus Shannon Ross. You know him, you love him. It's a Shannon. It's a son of a Ross. It's a Shannon Ross. So, god damn. Hey, Jesus Aguilar, Shannon Ross getting a spot on a UFC pay-per-view. Damnedest thing I've ever seen before. Good gosh almighty. Jesus Aguilar versus fucking Shannon Ross. Oh, all right, put this up. Jesus Aguilar versus Shannon the Cannon Briggs. No, I'm just kidding. Shannon Ross. Yeah, it's a fight between 2 dudes, and I've never thought much of Shannon Ross. Didn't really know he existed for a while. Then I taped him and thought even less of him. Who knows? Maybe he pulls off a crazy upset, but this is how I line that fight. Yeah, this is my Shannon Ross is my buddy Aaron the Dogs is one of his favorite fighters. He's very high on him. He's no, we Shannon Ross is a definitely a good butt of a joke on that show. Sorry, I'm just looking for this. There we go. Okay, this is my line for Aguilar and Shannon Ross. I do have Aguilar as a favorite. I put him. world beater either. Like, I put him minus 200, and I have Ross at plus 155. That's pretty close. That's about what the bookies have it. The best line is actually on BetMGM for Aguilar. Give him minus 175. But yeah, it's around minus 190, minus 200, minus 186. What is it? FanDuel has him minus 200 plus 155. So that's pretty much what I have it. Like, that's about what I think. I don't really. I'm going to have to take Aguilar. I just don't remember too much about him. I know what I think about Shannon Ross, but from the outside looking in, it's like, okay, yeah, Aguilar, automatic parlay piece. I'm more just thinking about passing on this fight. Maybe I take Aguilar and he just looks like Mr. Automatic. But I don't know. But that's what I had it. And it was pretty much what the bookies had it too. So that is just, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't feel too strongly about it. It would be a fade on Ross. Maybe Aguilar's a good parlay piece. But something tells me that it might get steamed. I have no idea, though. I don't have a good read on that fight. Dogger pass. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm not rushing to bet Esteban. But I'm not clamoring to bet Cam Kirk either. Ja feel. That's just me, though. Lobby says, do you take height, reach, age, and previous betting lines into consideration when you're making it? No, I don't take much into consideration, honestly. It's really, that's why I say they're just jobber lines, because it's just like, it's not nearly as extensive as what a bookie would look into. Like, there's way more factors and criteria that they look at. Like, I'm just, and I was trying to explain it earlier, but these lines are just like, who do I think is going to win, and how confident am I in that? And then my line reflects that. So I think it's basically like, I think that, Aguilar is a minus 200. I'm minus 200 confident in Aguilar to beat Ross. I think he should probably win, but it's not anything I'm going crazy with. If I tape him and see some power, yeah, it's my parlay him, because Shannon Ross, not only does he not know how to defend punches, he tries to, and they still hit him. Like, he tries to defend. Like, he puts his guard up, he parries, and he tries to slip, and just every strike hits him. It's a magnet. Shannon the Magnet Ross, the striking magnet Ross. So yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know, though, man. Probably just stay the fuck away. Yeah, and that's just kind of just like, nah, yep. Just fucking bum bash. I'm just, pass on the bum bash. No, thank you. The next fight is Cameron Simon versus Terrence Mitchell. Oh, I thought it was Tyler for some reason. Tyler. All right. Cameron Simon. It was semen season not too long ago. I try to tell people. People just do not like Cameron Simon. Versus Terrence Mitchell. I'll keep it short and sweet here. I think Simon wins, but I'm just picking it blind. So what I'm probably going to be doing with this one is definitely not betting Simon's money line, but I may tape Mitchell if he has any glaring holes. I might potentially look at some Simon finish props, but it's not something that I'm overly excited about. I line Cameron Simon as the favorite, a pretty decent favorite, and he's even more of a favorite than I have him. So it's just like, no, I'm going to tape it. I'm going to tape it. If it looks like Mitchell's there as a sacrificial lamb, if it looks like he's more of like a, but see, Simon is not like, I don't even know if I put him on I guess he's kind of on, is he even like on a Joe Anderson Burrito tier? I think he's on the tier like just below that. So like I was gonna compare it to like Burrito and Wilson, but I don't know. That's just kind of like where my head's at with it. It's just not something I'm like, just doesn't spark my interest too much. But this was my line. I had him pretty decent favorite. Dude, Simon is like, I gotta look and see the movement on this. Cause he's like minus 500, minus 520 on FanDuel. Nah, dude. Betway's minus 500. The best Cameron Simon you can get is Caesars right now, minus 440. Nah, no thanks. Definitely not fucking with a money line. But like I said, if I tape it and see that Mitchell is like chinny or like loves to get subbed, yeah, might look at some props, but I might, throw Simon inside the distance in a long shot parlay or something, but nothing I'm incredibly interested in attacking. I'll probably just pass on the whole fucking thing. Yeah, Mitchell minus 2,700. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. Absolute bum season. But see, what'll happen is if I bet Simon inside the distance, that'll be the one leg of the parlay that busts. He'll almost sub him like 6 times, hurt him, almost knock him out, and then just be like, declaring like all 3 judges score the contest 30-18 for Cameron's. Like that's what it'll be. Not going to, nope, just because you said that. I was going to, but then that comment just did it. Now you've gone and done it. Nope. Now you've gone and done it. I was going to. I was headed right there, and then you just ruined it. You ruined my fucking life, Lobby. How does that make you feel? He's the tall dude who got sparked by Kaikar for Great Day. Great Day in the morning. Yeah, maybe Cameron Simon inside the distance is a parlay piece after all. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Next fight. The next fight, gents, I believe it is the Vagrant's oil drum fire that I think it is. If I'm not mistaken. Let's just see. Let's have a look-see. No, I'm a little out of order. How did what? What? God damn it! I thought I made a fucking banner for this. That's frustrating. All right, here we go. Thought I made a banner for this, but I didn't. Vitor Petrino versus Marcin Prachnio. That's the fight I'm going to talk about now. Let me pull up my notes. Petrino. So it's similar to the lines I made for the last one. similar. I made Petrino the favorite. Pretty solid favorite. And it's pretty close to that. Like, it's not too far off. Another fight that I just am not clamoring to bet. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what BetMGM has it. Minus 300, plus 240 on Prachnio. Nah. You can get Petrino for a little bit better, but he's just not experienced enough, man. I've seen Prachnio frustrate people and just have a kicking affair. A 3-round point fight kicking, fence pushing, takedown attempting, kick heavy. No. That's what'll happen. And if I bet Prachnio, he'll get fucking chin checked. No, thank you. No. I won't do it. I won't have it. No. That's not the oil drum fire that I thought it was, but it's the one just down the alley. There's another one coming up. It's just a little further down the alley. There's another one. But yeah, this one is a fucking Vagrant's fire. Vagrant's alley fire. No thanks. I have no idea. You tell me. But this one is, no, man. I have no interest in laying anything over minus 200 on Vitor Petrino. He probably wins. He probably knocks him out. But, nah. Not if I pick him. That, like, not like it feels like a trap, but it feels like a trap for me. For myself. A personal trap. So I'm just going to pass on that altogether. I'm just going to sidestep that whole fucking fight. How about that? How about day? All right. How about this next one? Now, this is a little more my type of dumpster fire. Now we're talking, boys. Where is it? Here we go. This is another one. I'm going to kick back and just watch this thing burn. I'm not sitting there with cash in my hand while they're clackety-clacking against the wall, shooting dice, and nah, dude. This fight is some shit that takes place in an alley. Just like Prachnio and Petrino. Talking about Minifield and Crute. I have Crute as the favorite just based on the last fight. There's refs that would have stopped it. Crute's lucky it wasn't stopped. I was surprised that it's a pick'em. But again, I think Minifield wins. But if I bet him, Crute will submit him. Either side feels like a trap here, dude. With Minifield, first of all, on the Minifield side, you're probably thinking, yeah, he pretty much like knocked him out the first fight. He'll just do it again. That just feels like almost a little too easy. And then on the opposite side of that coin, it's like Crute, like, okay, well, all he has to do is make the adjustment. He'll just take him down next time and it'll be fine. It might not be that easy either. And I just can't decide which one is more likely. I'm just lining Minifield as the favorite based on the fact that he goddamn near slumped Jimmy Crute more than once. And he could just haul off and do it again. There's a chance that he could just put, the final nail in the coffin and just spark Crute out. It's happened before, man. Jimmy Crute, like, at light heavyweight, he's got a little bit of a dodgy chin. I think that's fair to say. you're a big, powerful light heavyweight, and you smoke a good one across Jimmy Crute's chin, there's a decent chance he's gonna be trouble. Man, I don't know. I don't even know, dude. Y'all tell me. I don't want any part of it. I'm just gonna be sitting there watching it. Burn, baby, burn. That's an alley fire, dude. I'm gonna just sit there and watch that shit. Just seems like a trap. It just seems like Minifield should be more of a favorite. It's very tempting to be like, oh yeah, I would make Minifield a favorite, so he's a pick 'em. Like, nah, dude. I'll lose my money elsewhere. Thank you very much. I know that's the other thing. It's like, you got a good bet there based on your line. I know. It just feels like a trap, though, dude. It feels like it just seems too easy. It seems too easy on either side. You would think, yes. You would think, of course, Minifield pretty much like KO'd him a couple times. They probably just go in there and do it again. Not if I bet it, though. If I bet it, Crute will take him down and sub him. Same with Jimmy Crute. It's like people are thinking like, oh, Crute, he made some mistakes. I've been, man, Crute is definitely more hyped up than Minifield. I'll say that. Like, Minifield has been getting mugged off for a while now, dude. People talk mad shit about Alonzo Minifield. Crute was getting really overhyped for a while, dude. And I kind of bought into it myself, so I'm not going to like sit here like on my high horse like I fucking have always gotten Jimmy Crute fights right now. I bought into some of that hype too, but it's there, man. I just don't want anything to do with this. I don't feel comfortable enough. So yeah, there you go. You're welcome, Jack. Value. No, I'm just playing. Jack already knows what he's doing. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I definitely see the value in Minifield. It's weird though. It's weird. Pretty much knocked the guy out like 2 or 3 times. Now he's a pick 'em. I don't know. Did that open at something else and then got bet down or something? Did like Minifield open the favorite and it got, let me see. I mean, Minifield opened a slight favorite, minus 125, not really, like a little bit. It got bet like Crute opened as a slight dog and got bet down to a pick 'em. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I know some cool Australian dudes, but they also hype their dudes up like a motherfucker. Sometimes too much. But I don't know, it's weird. Big Moy said it in the dome too. Crute took a lot of damage not too long ago. But Minifield is always just like Atomic is the perfect nickname. Feels like a ticking time bomb. At any second, he could either go off and win or fall off a cliff. Get like it's too volatile, man. I'm just gonna see what happens. Like Alonzo probably knocks him out. Let's just be real. Alonzo probably knocks him out. But maybe he doesn't. Maybe he goes out there and tries to, like, okay, I almost got him out of there. I'm going to go finish my plate, gasses himself out, Crute chokes him. I don't know. It's just I don't feel confident enough on anything on that particular fight. I agree. If you wiki cap, it's Crute. But if you watch the last 3 fights, exactly. Yep. I agree. Because that's what I'd said at first. So I went to make Crute the favorite, and then I was like, wait, dude. Wait. That last fight probably should have gotten stopped. But I don't know, man. I've seen that before too, where it's like, this is obvious. This guy's gonna win like this. Each fight's different. So we'll see, man. I'll probably end up picking Minifield, but yeah. And if it's a bet that ends up cashing and I miss out on it, then I'll be sick. But just don't feel so damn sure about it. Yep. He went down bad, man. Just weird. Just a weird one. All right, boys. I think I might have a problem. Here. Because this next fight, Yasmin Haragway and Denise Gomez. This is the first one that really stood out to me where, like, okay, yeah, I can see you making this chick a favorite, decent favorite. That big of a favorite? Ashley Schaefer? Nah, dude. Like I said, I made Yasmin the favorite. She's undefeated. Again, though, who the fuck has she fought? I think Gomes should be quite that big of an underdog. Plus 150, plus 200, fine. Plus 300, nah, we got a problem there. And I have a problem. If you know what I mean. I think you do. I had no choice, boys. I had to do it. Maybe it burns me. Maybe I'm going to the well too much. Just didn't feel right. Same kind of feeling I had with Carolina. Just didn't feel right, dude. Denise is young too, man. I don't know. Got to protect for the all Mexican parlay. Value hound. Yeah, dude. I had to. It's too much. She's not. Very largely unproven. Both of them are young. Yeah, Yasmin Hargway is good. But she beat Yasmin Lucindo and Estelle Nunez. You know? Other than that, she ain't fought nobody. Not the same is true for Denise Gomez. Ain't fought nobody. All she beats Bruna Brazil. Hype job. I get it, but I don't think Loma by decision, losing to Loma by decision is terrible. I think Denise Gomez is being massively disrespected by this line, and my hand was forced. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Kinda. Sorta, kinda. I don't think she is. I don't think she is minus 600, 700 better than Denise Gomez. Like I said, I think she's a favorite. Not that big of a favorite. Again, like she's like Estelle Nunez lost to Sam Hughes. Estelle Nunez is pretty much a nobody that's lost every fucking UFC fight she's had. Like that's not a very good win. Lucindo is like okay. Decision Brogan. What are we talking about here? You get minus 700 for that? You minus 700 for decisioning Lucindo and finishing a chick that has no UFC wins. No, that's off to me. That's off to me. I don't care. Maybe I get burned. I don't care. We'll see. That's not my biggest play, but no, man, I had to. Maybe it's a trap. Maybe I'm just getting suckered in by the number, but nah, dude. See, I would say the same thing about Denisa. So that is like makes it feel way not like it's a pick 'em necessarily, but pretty close, dude. Like I don't know, man. Like Denise, if like Hargreaves probably like the cleaner striker, but I think she's being a little overrated. Beating some jabronis. And people are really down on Gomez for like losing to Luma. And yeah, I faded her against Brazil. Maybe that's what it is. But I don't know, man. I think some of the things that people say about Yasmin, you can say about Gomez too. And like they're both young. They're both going to get better. So yeah, I think I don't think she should be that big of a favorite. I think the striking is going to be competitive, more competitive than people think. And yeah, I think they fought a similar level of competition. I'll say a very similar level of competition. I don't think she's head and shoulders above Gomes. Plus 300. Nah, dude, I had to. Maybe it bites me. We'll see. It's the same feeling I had about Luana last week. Why is she an underdog to this chick? It's the undefeated thing. Rare, I picked WMA favorite. Warned about Natalia Silva too. Yeah. Yep. Maybe I get burned, but nah, she ain't that good. She's good, but she ain't that fucking good. If she goes in there thinking she's that good, she's gonna get knocked out. She ain't no fucking Floyd Mayweather Jr. I've seen her get hit. Denisa can crack too. But yeah. Now this one, man. Man. Yeah. This is close, but they have it a little bit wider for Nico. And I'm not saying that's crazy. I'm not saying it's like, what the fuck, Nico minus 250? Like, I think that's probably fair. I'm giving Lawler a little bit more credit, but I'm also super biased. Robbie Lawler is one of my favorite fighters ever. So it's a tough one for me, but I can't make him the favorite. Like, he's 41. It was weird in the Barberina fight. Like, he looked like Lawler for a minute or two. It's like, okay, that's the Robbie Lawler I remember. Bite down the mouthpiece, slip and rip. And he looks good when he's doing it, man. But when he started getting hit, it just, the punch resistance is not there, man. Robbie has never had the best chin in the world. He has got heart for days. But his chin is a different story. He doesn't always win a war of attrition. He lost one to Nick Diaz early in his career, got knocked out by Nick Diaz. He got one punch by Woodley. God, that broke my heart, man. That was like the height of my, like, I started my Lawler fandom, my standboydom for Robbie Lawler started when he was coming, like when he made his return, he was starting to come back before he had the fights with Hendricks. That's when it started. And kind of like when he had that series with Hendricks, that's when it's like, oh yeah, I'm a real big fan of this dude. He wins the title. He still won that thing. I don't give a fuck with anybody. They were, Hendricks got robbed. Bullshit. Nah, Robbie won that shit. But pretty close fight when Hendricks was still juiced up and still had it. But yeah, man. The God, man, that second fight with Rory. People like trying to hate on that fight. It's like, dude, it's what, 2014? It's like almost 10 years ago. Like, it's not, obviously the sport's evolved a little bit, and no one ever claimed that was like a masterclass of technique. It was just a brutal fucking fight, a brutal bloody fight where they both got ripped the fuck open, literally. And yeah, it was sweet. But and then the war with Condit. Fuck, man, that fight with Condit was crazy. But all that shit is added up. That's what I'm saying. All that to say this, like, I just don't think Robbie can take the punishment anymore. And like, Nico's, you can kind of say the same thing about Nico, just with a few less miles. Like, he's kind of a brawler, but his punch resistance is not what it once was. I think there's a little bit of value on Lawler, but I'm just too pussy. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Because I could look at this and say, oh, well, according to my line, I think Lawler should be a little bit closer to a pick 'em than he is. It's like, nah, dude, it's still not enough. It's not that far off. He's like plus 200, plus 210. Nah, I'm a root for Lawler. It's a winnable fight for him. I mean, it is. Like, Nico doesn't have an incredible chin himself. Lawler is going to put the pressure on. Like, I've seen Nico get broken before by lesser fighters, but Robbie's 41 and he's kind of washed. As much as it pains me to admit, he's just kind of washed. So, yeah. It's a winnable fight. Like he could. I could see Nico hurting him, and then Robbie like pulling off a Hail Mary, like left hook or something. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think more likely than not, I think it's a war. I think it's another kind of Barbarina fight where like it goes back and forth. Robbie hurts him, looks like he might be coming back, and he gets knocked out. Nico's kind of a knucklehead like that. Like he's not really going to make adjustments either. He's kind of just going to fight the same way every time too. And I think there's just no way this isn't like a kind of a sloppy kind of a war at some point. And I don't trust Robbie to survive those anymore. So I'm just going to pass and probably pick Nico like a puss. I'll be rooting for Robbie though. I'll be rooting for him to feed me crow, but kind of did. I kind of did. Yeah. Yeah. Been burnt too much betting old guys this year. Probably, dude. Probably. Yeah, unfortunately it is. I know. That's not up enough for you? Lana, you're literally on the window ledge. Oh my god. So you have to be on the window ledge and have enough clearance to be able to, and then now you just hop down. Oh my god. What a fucking princess. There. Oh, now it's suitable. Now you've lifted it to the right high peasant. What a brat. No, I'm sorry. I need 4 inches of head clearance to be able to perch in this windowsill in my ivory tower. God. Yeah, I'm cat sitting right now. Hey Muse. Hey sweetheart. Yes, you're a sweet cat. You're very sweet and regal, and you have a beautiful coat and a gentle meow. You're a fucking brat. Okay. Yeah, that's her. Queen Lana. Afraid so, Big Moist. I'm afraid so. In fact, I might have to take a hit just for that. For what I know is probably coming. You're a good kitty. You're spoiled rotten, but you're a good kitty. Yeah, the coast is clear, Brat. Oh, now it's been sullied. No, yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I hate it, man. I hate it. It'll be fun though. It'll be fun. Robbie could pull off a Hail Mary, but I think that's what it'll take. I see it kind of playing out similar to Barbarina. Like, be a fun fight. Robbie will get his licks in, and then Nico will probably clean his clock. That's how Nico do too. Nico gets hurt, and then he'll just like win a comeback. They both like are known for like getting hurt and winning comebacks. And I just think Nico's just probably has just a little bit more tread on the tire for it. Not by much though. Robbie's a little bit live, but not enough for me. So yeah, boys, in case you missed it, these are my little jobber lines. That's a little bit wider than I have it, but nah. I'm not rushing to bet Cam Kirk. That's pretty much spot on. Pass. That's too wide. I'm passing on that. Maybe Simon finish props. Oh gosh, probably should bet Minifield, but I don't know. That's such a fire. Maybe I changed my mind. And yeah, I had to. I took a little stab on Gomez, on Denisa Gomez at plus 300. I'm sorry, Hargui has done nothing to warrant minus 700. Lucindo and Estela Nunes, those fucking jobbers. I'm sorry, I'm not blown away by that. That's not giving me a fucking fight boner, dude. Denisa Gomez plus 300 is, though. She's young, too. Lost a decision to a much more experienced fighter and Luma, who just smoked Elise Reed. I don't know, man. I think it's a little disrespectful for Denisa. My hand was forced. Goddamn me. I know. I know. Please tell me I'm not crazy. Please tell me I'm not crazy. God. Oh my God, your fucking ethnic parlays, Lobby. You are so fucking insufferable with that. Lord have mercy. Gomez coming off a KO win, still plus 300. I know, it's wild. Maybe I'm a sucker, dude. Maybe I'm just a fucking sucker. I grabbed it at plus 300. I grabbed onto that life preserver at plus 300. At least knowing that Jack was considering it, makes me feel a little better. I don't feel totally nuts. I did. I'm sorry. I still have her a favorite. I still have Hargreaves a favorite, but like, that's forcing my hand, dude. Women's MMA, neither one of them have more than 2 fights. They both have 2 fights. They're both early 20s. Luma's a better fighter than any of them have fought in the UFC. I think she'd probably do similar things to Yasmin too. I just think Yasmin's being a little overhyped because she's super young. Mexico is a popular UFC country right now. Not saying it's not warranted, like Mexico being popular and it's obviously like a burgeoning market. Like, that's cool. I genuinely think that is cool. But like, I think maybe this is being like, then you just start seeing, oh, every Mexican fighter, oh, a undefeated young Mexican fighter, chick fighter. Oh my God, what do we got here? You know, I think it's a little bit of that. Whereas Gomez, it's like, oh, another Brazilian. We just got another Brazilian. Another young Brazilian chick. Dime a dozen. I just think it's a little bit of, ooh, shiny new toy with Yasmin. We'll see. I took a little poke, though. It was enough for me to take a little poke. Plus 300 should be a little bit tight. The line should be a little bit tighter than that, in my dumbass opinion. And maybe it bites me. But I had to. Moise guy also saying Bleda almost sub Silva. Bleda did technically sub Silva. She was out. If you believe the fight will go 15 minutes, then plus 350 is incorrect. Mexican-American fan base also helps them if you think it's a favorable matchup. Watch the end of round 1. She had no idea where she was. Possible robbery. Yeah, lobby. God damn it. I know. Believe me, I consider that. Of course, you had to point it out. Yes. Yes, I fucked her. Yes. I make love to you. No, for real, though. Yes, that's true. I was worried about that with Luana, too. You always worry about that with an undefeated, young, undefeated chick. I think Gomez is going to put a stamp on it, though. I think Hargreaves being a little bit overrated. Just a little bit. She beat a couple jobbers, and yeah, she got lit up a little bit by what's her fuck. I think Gomez is more dangerous than both those two. Way more potential, way more ceiling. So that's what I got so far in the prelims. A lot of passing. A lot of passing. I get it. It's a fair point. It's a valid point. Oh! Jack, don't fucking say anything. You're too much of a whale to be fucking saying that shit, Jack. But yes, I feel that. I feel that energy. I'm feeling that, Jackie boy. Harness energy, block, bat. God, that's the energy. That's what we're hoping for, boys. God, I am no kind of. The only thing I whisper is fucking bullshit. Bullshit whisper. Loudmouth whisper. Hey, dude, you see that line on Denise Gomez? God, we'll see. I don't know, man. Hey, she can scrap, dude. She can scratch and growl now. Nah, plus 300 is too much. I'm one of the. Yeah, right. Yes, very clever, very funny. Let's fucking go. Let's go, Denise Gomez. They disrespect you. You don't respect nobody. They don't respect you. They don't respect nobody. So yeah, that's what I got. If you want the rest, you want to know what I know y'all are clamoring to know my fucking peasant lines, but yeah, for the rest of my picks and possible bets, you're gonna have to check out Aaron the Dog MMA on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Subscribe to his channel right now if you're not, and show him some support. Nice. Noah throwing the gauntlet down. I agree with one of those. Spoiler alert. I agree with one of those. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Boys, I've been really into 3-4 lately. Fucking around with 3-4. Yeah, I'm stoned. And that's pretty much all I got, boys. That's about it. Yeah, we covered the prelims. Pass. Maybe parlay Jesus. I gotta tape that. So yeah, pass. For the time being, maybe some Simon finish props. No. Minifield's tempting. Jack is trying to fucking get me to join the dark side with that one, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I've already pulled the trigger on that. And no. I'm just gonna be praying for Roberts. Feel good hit of the summer. Gomez KO somebody with 3 KO losses. Now she's a KO artist. Echo Chamber. Yeah. Can't fool me, fool. I know what you're hearing. This is a funky card. A lot of value, phantom value. I know, dude. It feels like it's another one where it feels kind of like a minefield. Like I'm walking into some traps maybe, but we'll see, dude. That's what I mean. It's like it just seems too obvious. Like, oh, well, he almost did it in this fight. He'll just turn around and do it again. Like it doesn't always go down like that. Give you an example. I thought Figueiredo was going to finish this plate in the second Moreno fight. Every fight's different. Every camp's different. Every fight's different. I'm just not that dead set that Alonso's just going to turn around and do it again. He probably does. That's probably what I end up picking. And I may end up betting it, dude, if my nuts drop. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll fucking see. I love 3-4, man. It's not like that hard to play once you know what it is, and it's like the essence of math rock. I love it. I've been on a little math rock kick recently. I know it's not for everybody, but I like it. So, yeah. Was there anything else I wanted to say? I don't think so. I think we covered it. Recap UFC Vegas 76. Previewed UFC 290. Check. Went off on some tangents. Ate some crow. Bragged about exposing some frauds. Cashed some bets. Hope to cash some more. I think that's it. Did a little desk drumming in 3-4. It was a good time, man. It was a real good time. Yeah. And let's see. Anything else? Well, tomorrow is the birth. I was going to say our great nation, but it is the birth of the United States of America. I know several listeners of this channel are American. I'm American myself. So happy 4th of July, boys. Have a safe one. Have a good one. Don't do nothing stupid. If you do, best of luck. We don't have any real big plans. I don't know if we're going to do much. I'm sure there's going to be some place around here to see the fireworks. We heard some going off last night. We might be able to see some, but yeah. If you go out, be safe. And I think that's about it. About all I got. God bless this nation for no Euro trash grappling. Yeah, we got real wrestling here. There's some real wrestling here. No, Yeah, man. I like America. It's definitely got some problems, but I love this great damn country. I love it. No, man. Happy early birthday, USA. You treated me good for the most part. All right, man. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm just rambling and fucking throwing on the desk, talking about America. Shut this fucking one bit. Get this going. Well, it was a pretty good stream, boys. We didn't quite hit 10 viewers, but we got kind of close. I think we peaked out at 8. But I appreciate everyone that was here, interacting, and yeah, good to talk to y'all, man. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Hope y'all have a good week coming up. Best of luck with your plays and putting your slates together for UFC 290. Looking to make this 3 winning weekends in a row, dude. Can we do it 3 in a row, boys? Can we finally see green? Can we touch green grass for the first time this year? Let's fucking go. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everyone that came through. Shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog MMA. You can catch me there this Wednesday. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. It'll be the return of one Lou Betcha. So check out Lou on MMA Engine. Shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio. I will be there Saturday night. Hopefully bragging about cashing some more bets. But shout out to them. I'm going to try and win the contest again. Shout out to Addicted to Combat. Shout out to Patrick. Check him out. Check out all the other cool non-scamming channels. And just have a good week, dude. Appreciate y'all stopping through. And yeah, smash the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. And have a good week. That's it. I'll be back Friday. It's been just my 2 cents. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace!